Day one of Minnesota Vikings Training Camp is in the books, and we're here to break it all down. And we weren't there in person. Frankly, it was hot as balls, plus doing some random stuff with the house. Plus, I had to go eat all the sushi. Yeah, me and Uncle Nick just got after it. Shout out to Kyoto in Egan, by the way. Yeah, got recognized. They're like, hey, you're the guy from the YouTubes. We actually get that kind of a lot. I don't know if I like it, but it's all good in the hood. So we're going to go through. We got a couple of tweets from the local media jackals that we'll go through. First one is from Andrew Kramer and Carlos Gonzalez, who's a photo journalist for the Star Tribune, does amazing work. Just it looks good. It feels like football again, man. You got fans in the stands. Dun, dun, skull. Dun, dun, skull. Oh, I guess we can't get down there. Anyway, but... yeah, just getting after it. Dede Westbrook rocking 89 until Chad Beebe gets cut, and then it'll probably take 12. Danielle, the real deal Hunter, back with his guy Steve Weatherly. It just feels good, man. And plus, Danielle is ready to rock and roll, man. From looking at the clips and looking at the reports, like Danielle is 99 is as close to 100% as you could expect at this point in time, which is good. So, offensive line, that's the big question to start off with. So, Courtney Cronin, go. Offensive lines thus far. First team, Hill, Cleveland, Bradbury, Dozier, and Udoh splitting time at right guard. Eyeball emojis, woo! As well as Brian O'Neill. Now, Oli Udoh had gotten some reps with the ones at right guard. I didn't think that it was going to be a thing, especially with Wyatt Davis rising up. You do see Wyatt Davis with the second team. But, yeah, Oli Udoh, you forget. After Drew Samia had his practice injury, there was actually a little bit of a competition because it wasn't just going to be handed to Ezra. They actually worked out Oli Udoh at that right guard spot as well, which I'm fine with. Like, Oli Udoh has the best anchor on the team. He does have a nice mean streak to him. I think that he does have enough quickness to operate inside. So I would start Oli Udoh over Dozier. I would still have Wyatt Davis in competition, but if Oli wins out, absolutely. Why the hell not? Christian Darrisaw is still out to start training camp, which is fine. Blake Brandel, so they experimented with him at center during OTAs. He's back as natural position left tackle, which I think that Blake Brandel could pan out into like a decent swing backup tackle. It's nice that he has interior versatility now. Samia's at left guard for some reason. Mason Cole, yeah, I think that's going to be a spot, as well as Evan Kazarzik. So with Darrisaw... with Darrisaw out not practicing, Brandel at left tackle, and the Oli Udoh moving from backup tackle to guard. Kazarzik, who was a UDFA, was a tryout at rookie camp. He was a 2020 UDFA. All of a sudden, making waves, making plays. I love it, man. Yeah, Thomason said Dozier and Oli Udoh split time at first team right guard. Yeah, with Rick Dennison sort of out of power, I think that Dakota Dozier potentially that time could be done. Courtney Cronin on Danielle. Switching back and forth between left and right defensive end in team drills. He doesn't appear to be limited much at all today. Now, we did have in the back of our mind, since watching him do drills down in Texas with his defensive line coach, that he was taking snaps from the left and the right side. He was standing up. He was doing hand in the dirt. So I think that they could switch him. I think that they could use him on both sides just to get advantageous matchups, which is fine. Like Steve Weatherly, his natural position probably is left defensive end. Jalen Holmes can play both sides. Same thing with Janarius Robinson. He switched back and forth at Florida State. Patrick Jones has versatility as well. So I say I'm all for it, man. Well, they're just waiting until they get Chandler Jones in the building, and then we'll go from there. Next up, Thomason. Vikings wide receiver Dede Westbrook said that it was indeed pre-planned since coming off the torn ACL, blah, blah, blah. He also said his press conference. All right, so Cousins texted him. Cousins, I'm sure it was like the auto response text. Like if you order a pizza, then Domino sends you a text, hey, your pizza's on the way. That's Kirk Cousins. But Dede, he practiced at the start. He caught a couple of punts and then left. Now, him exiting the field coming 8 months removed from a torn ACL, it could be like, but apparently that's all pre-planned. I think they're going to take things super slow with Dede and ease him back into the fold. Next up, Sean Borman. KJ Osborne was first up for wide receiver 3 snaps with the ones, likely splitting snaps with BB and ISM. Now, Dede, is not going to be participating in the team drills at this stage, which is fine. But KJ Osborne, man, so it was very easy to write him off. The fifth round 2020 pick out of the U. He was very up and down as a rookie. Didn't take an offensive snap. He was benched thrice as the kick and punt returner, but he had a good OTA session. And Spielman and Zimmer did give him a lot of praise unprompted yesterday during the presser. So, I mean, KJ, he could be the dude. Like, he could. Don't sleep on KJ Osborne. That's just you being the you, baby. Courtney Cronin, Michael Pierce calf spent part of practice working in the weight room. Do you know where the weight room is? And is fishing out up and walked through part of 11 out of 11 at the end of practice. Yeah, Michael Pierce was out. They had the garage open to the weight room, so he's doing the battle ropes and stuff. So it's good, keeping that cardio up, keeping some bad weight off as they wait for that calf to heal up. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. Will Raggets. We got some video. Kellen Mond dropping the dime. 40-yard TD to ISM. Love it, man. Love it, man. Then Cronin pointed out, Janaris getting after Kellen Mond right before the throw exited his hands would have been a strip sack under normal circumstances. Yeah, so, I mean, this is both good. This is good for all three rookies involved. Like, it's good for Janaris getting after it. Would have been a strip sack. Kellen Mond dropping a dime. Amir Smith-Marset getting behind the defense. Let's go. Let's go. Super HD. Boop. That's the highs and the lows from Texas A&M. Gig 'em. There you go. Courtney. Cameron Dantzler is getting significant reps at outside corner on the left side. Patrick Pierce on the right side. Mac Alexander slot, all with the first team. First action for Dantzler this offseason. He did not practice in the spring. Yeah, so he's nursing a couple injuries. They're being very precautious with him. But they also mentioned that Dantzler did look like he added some size. And we mentioned in the offseason, we did a video about Cameron Dantzler's putting that work in the weight room. He was eating cleanish and just getting after it. And I think him adding some good weight, the needle, as it were, you can't be 180 pounds and play cornerback in this league. You just can't. So if he can get up to 195, somewhere in there, he has the frame and length to do it. I think that could seriously help him staying healthy and being a little bit more durable. And he does have the talent, man. I think that he could be a Pro Bowl level cornerback. So it's good to see him out there running with the ones. Patrick Peterson, Mac Alexander as well. Bashad Breeland and Harrison Hand did get the reps as well. So even though the Vikings don't have Xavier Howard, I mean, they're pretty deep. They are pretty good to go in that cornerback room. So, I mean, that was the first day. That's practice, man. We talk about practice, but it's very easy to get fired up. There's a lot to like. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. I mean, first preseason game is what? August 14th? Something like that. So we got a ways. Plus, you got the joint practices with the Broncos. So let's go. Let's go. Again, Christmas in July, baby. That's right. But it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Woosah. Your thoughts on our thoughts. Recap of Vikings Training Camp Day 1. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.